Yes, we are very confident. He is on the list. We have 1 day more to assess him, but I think maybe it can be possible be available to play tomorrow. But I don't want to say 100% sure about that decision because we have 1 day more, and yesterday was good on the training, and now is with the medical staff and everyone to try to take the right decision, because it's important to take the right decision for tomorrow.
Would there be any risk in playing?
No, that is now he was training with the group and was good and the same level of the team. And yes, we must to know now the feeling from him today, after tonight and tomorrow, how he is going to feel and many things, and then to take the best decision for him first of all, and then for the team.
You were brave with your team selection in Madrid. You did what most people didn't think you were going to do. Is tomorrow a time for being brave again?
Of course, that is a game that you must be brave. When you are going to play against the best team on the world, and if you are not brave, it's so difficult. You start losing. And yes, we are going to be brave. For me, it's one or another selection, starting 11, is the same. It's our mentality is right and it's good. I'm going to play without fears and try to dominate the game and try to win. With that mentality, I think it's more about not the team. It's more about the squad. It's not to pick one or another player. Of course, we are brave, and in the way that we are going to play is trying to be brave and trying to win.
I was just going to say, because your team drew in Madrid, can they play tomorrow without fear and with freedom, because you've already got that point against Madrid on the board?
I think that is the key, to play every game with that type of feelings. Freedom, because that is the game that we like to play, because we are players and we love to play football, and it's so important to play freedom and to enjoy. That is so important in football. We must to remember that we must to play freedom and enjoy the game, because if not, it start to appear the fears. It's difficult to show your real quality. And of course, I am agree that tomorrow is a game that, of course, with all the respect to Real Madrid, we must to do our job, and we must to believe that we can win. But then on the pitch, we must to show good quality, enjoy, play, and try to be better and performance better than Real Madrid.
Mauricio, after the performance in Spain where you got a point at the Bernabeu, is it now essential to silence the doubters and also to prove your credentials to go on and win at Wembley against Real Madrid?
I think always is important to win. Always is important to show that you are capable to cope with the pressure to play in this in the last level, no, in football. I think in the last when we play 15 days ago against Real Madrid, and after we play Liverpool, we play West Ham, we play Manchester United. Every game was a tough game. Every game was competitive. Every game was to try to show that we are ready to compete in the last level. And tomorrow will be the same. It's impossible to breathe. It's impossible to get relaxed. It's impossible to stop thinking to be ready every 3 days. But that is the Premier League. That is England, and how difficult it is to be player here. And but of course, every game that you have ahead is a big chance to prove yourself, to try to show everyone that you are ready to compete in the last level. That is in this season is a little bit our challenge, to not only to compete there, if not to try to move on and step up and try to be consistent, trying to fight for big things. I think last season we feel very disappointed after our group stage on Champions League, and I think this season we have similar state in the Premier League, but much better doing in Champions League.
Vamos a ver, Mauricio, si puede responder en castellano, por favor. Después de la derrota del domingo del Madrid en Gerona, se está hablando en España de que es un Real Madrid en crisis que no se ha visto en la era Zidane. ¿Tú ves a este Real Madrid en crisis?
No, yo no soy quien para hablar, ¿no? de esto, pero lo que sí que está claro es que no es una referencia, ¿no? Ver el partido contra Girona o ver el partido contra... Ya lo dije hace 15 días atrás. Para mí la referencia es ver Real Madrid en Champions. La cara que Real Madrid está mostrando en Champions es muy buena, está mostrando que es el mejor equipo y lo ha mostrado en los últimos 2 años. Esa para mí es la referencia, ¿no? Está claro que no es fácil mantener el nivel de competitividad y cada partido ganarlo. De todas maneras, ese es el principio de la temporada. Y viendo la plantilla de Real Madrid, por supuesto que seguramente estará peleando en todos los frentes, ¿no?
Question is, after Real Madrid's defeat to Girona at the weekend, people in Spain are talking about a club in crisis. Is this how you see it? And the answer, it's not my place to talk about Real Madrid in these terms. You can look at the match against Girona, but it's impossible to compare with what Real Madrid are doing in the Champions League. I said it 2 weeks ago. For me, the reference point is what they're doing in the Champions League. And so far this season, they've been playing very well. And not only that, but they've been doing so for a few years now. Of course, it's not easy to win every match you play. We're still early in the season now, and although they've had a difficult start, I look at Real Madrid's team, I look at their squad, and I know that they're going to carry on performing very well through to the end of the season.
Mauricio, you've had a couple of defeats, back-to-back defeats. That's something that hasn't really happened very much with you here. Is that a new challenge for you? And what's the mood of the squad going into this off the back of a couple of disappointing defeats?
I think we are going to play, that is the third game, is in 3 different competitions. And of course, that we are disappointed after West Ham and Manchester. When we analyze the games, I think, yes, things to improve. But of course, I am not worried. I am disappointed for the player that, like explained before, Sean. And what we need to do is try to stay calm, but focus in the areas that we must improve, and then try to be confident that we can compete tomorrow and Sunday against Crystal Palace.
Okay, next question.
Hi Mauricio, how are you? In 5 times Tottenham play against Real Madrid, Tottenham never beat Real Madrid in Europe. Do you think this is the time for Tottenham to show what they are capable to show in the competition? And a second question in Spanish. Jugaste contra Zidane como entrenador y como jugador. ¿Tendría lugar Zidane, tendría la opción Zidane en el futuro de poder jugar en la Premier League como entrenador?
In Spanish or in English?
The first one in English and the second one about Zidane.
Okay.
And then we'll have to split the translation in between.
Okay. No, I think the first question is, of course, it's about the Tottenham never beat Real Madrid in yes, it's a good opportunity. I think we have ahead a good chance to change that stat, and of course it's our challenge. When I price Real Madrid, it's because I feel that Real Madrid is the best team on the world, but in the same time, when I price Real Madrid, I have the belief that we can win, and I have faith in my player. I have faith in the way that we can play and can beat them, with all the respect, professional respect. And the second about yes, Zidane.
Wait for the translation in Spanish
Okay.
first, I think.
Sí, en español. Okay. Sí, yo pienso que sí, que es normal que Zinedine Zidane pueda en un futuro poder trabajar en Inglaterra, primero por capacidad, por personalidad y porque está demostrando en el Real Madrid y porque también la FIFA así lo ha determinado, que ha sido nominado el mejor, ¿no? El mejor entrenador del mundo. Sí, ¿por qué no? Solamente tiene que quererlo él, ¿no? Y desearlo y tomar esa decisión, pero está claro que seguro que tiene la capacidad para entrenar en Inglaterra y en cualquier sitio que él quiera hacerlo, ¿no?
The second question was, having played against Zidane and also coached against Zidane, is he a coach that you can see having success in the Premier League? And the answer, yeah, I think so. Why not? It's normal when you look at someone like Zinedine Zidane and what he's achieved that he's somebody who could have success in the UK. And I say that with regards to his capacity as a coach, his personality, what he's achieved at Real Madrid, and above all, FIFA last week, as we know, elected him the best coach in the world. So why not? Ultimately, it's something that's up to him, but obviously he has all the qualities to achieve a lot in England or anywhere else in the world.
One from Dave. There, final corner here. Dave.
Mauricio, how important is it for Dele Alli to stamp his own authority on the Champions League level football in the way that the rest of the squad have already done this season? And are you in any way concerned that he's involved in another flashpoint at the weekend, or did you accept that kind of part?
I think we are showing that that is important, the team, the squad. It's true that Dele Alli is so important player for us, but we are in a very good position playing without Dele Alli, and always that show that it's so important to have a strong mentality and to have very good quality on the squad, and of course he's going to help us now because he's available to play and to be selected, but I think he needs to enjoy playing football. Sometimes, of course, he have a character. He's a winner, and show his character and personality on the pitch, like was again Manchester United. But that is football. Of course, he have ahead a good opportunity tomorrow to play if I decide to put him on the starting 11 and make his debut on the Champions League. And happy because we have one player more to help the team to achieve what we want to achieve is go to the next stage on the Champions League.
Hi Mauricio. You're hosting Real Madrid tomorrow. Well, they're playing after losing against Girona. Is it better or is it worse to play at this time against Real Madrid? It's a team that is a bit hurt after losing in Girona.
I think it's a question. Of course, my answer will be tomorrow after the game because you never know, and you never know because sometimes you can believe that it's better after one defeat, or maybe when they are relaxed and confident in the way that they are playing. You never know because they have a very good team, unbelievable player that can change quick. Tomorrow they can compete in their best, and for us it's so important to be focusing us, knowing on them. We are not going to watch nothing related with Girona or with Eibar. We analyze the Champions League games the 15 days ago when we play against them, because I think Real Madrid have the capacity and the quality from one game to another in 2 days change complete in the way that they play, and the performance can increase, and you maybe you not recognize from one game to another day, and that is why for us it's most important to be focusing us, try to play well, do our job, and of course that we know very well Real Madrid are capable to do, but of course that is not reference the last game.
And last two questions from Jonathan and David.
Mauricio, can I just take you back to Delhi? I mean, obviously, when he first had the ban, I think you spoke to him about his temperament. And just going back to Saturday, did you feel that Man United, because of the spat with Ashley Young, that maybe they were targeting him? Are you confident that his mentality is calm enough to kind of see through that? And where do you see him on the world stage at the moment? Is he world class yet? Do you feel?
First of all, I think he's calm and was relaxed on the half time after all that happened on the pitch. He's relaxed. Of course, he's a winner and want to win, and someone wind up, no? Wind up. Him is normal. But I think the behavior was good. And when you are during the game and you want to win, it's normal to argue with some opponent. But then I think the second half he was relaxed and play football and only focus and try to play. And the second was if he. For me, all my players are top class. World class. World class? Yeah. World class, of course. And
he's something special, though, isn't he? I mean, he's got the development.
He's so young, still so young, 21, and we sometimes expect too much. The expectation is massive from him because he showed that he's capable to create that feeling. But for me, he's a special player. For me, he can be better, can improve, big up to improve, but only he needs time. It's a short period that he's playing in a professional environment, and he achieved a lot of things. But sure that with time, every day getting better and improve, of course, not only for successful things, if not for his mistakes, and be sure that become one of the best players in the world.
Last one, please.
Mauricio, I'd like to ask you a couple of things about Dele Alli as well, please. Everybody knows that you're obsessed by the very small details making a difference. Given that, do you think that Dele's the fact that he's missed the first 3 Champions League games, has that affected him in any small way in the early months of the season? And secondly, can you just explain the psychology of taking Dele to Madrid, even though he was banned, and letting him train the night before at the Bernabeu?
Help me, Jesus. Help me. First part of the question. I think for many reasons that maybe you must read in the next book. I think Dele it's normal after 2 seasons, very successful season, or 1.5. I think a strange pre-season, difficult pre-season for him for different reasons, and then he was banned, and of course can affect the motivation about to prepare himself about to compete. Always for the player that is not involved from the beginning in a very exciting competition is a little bit, you feel a little bit down, and sometimes stay here on the training ground alone, training, and it's not easy for everyone. And maybe he was affected a little bit about that. But now we are so happy about his in the way that he is doing. He's motivated now. His internal motivation is higher now to try to compete in his best level. I think the last 3 games that he played, I think we are very happy with his performance. And I think he's increasing his level, and and I am not worried about him. I think it's true that maybe it's not in his, because he feels too, because he's disappointed with himself that it's not in his best, but it's coming. Like the winter is coming. No?
Just in terms of the decision to take him to Madrid, even though he
Yes, I think the good things was many players asked me about to go, to be with the team, and not only was my decision, was my final decision to take him, but many players were injured and like this say, oh, we want to stay with the team. It's a good opportunity to stay, no? And that is, I think, is so important because something start to move in the group, in the club, to feel that you're part of the group and the project and everything. I think that is the last step that we need to be more strong mental. It's not about run more, do more session, tactical, play in different way. I think the last step for us, like a group, like a club, is mental, and we must work very hard to try to change everything in the future.